Hi guys, this is Cal once again, 6th of July 2023, Thursday, MAO with us once again. Now, look at this picture. Tell me, in this particular guy, he acted in the movie Wall Street. Now, the character name, all right, of this guy, the character name in the movie, what is the name? All right, put in the comment box and stand a chance to win lunch with me next week. We'll do the lucky draw this coming Saturday. Okay. All right. Just fill in the character's name, not the actor's name, the character's name in the comment box, and you stand a chance. Okay. All right. Why I bring this picture in? Because we all know that in this particular movie, Wall Street, right? This particular person acted, he basically did insider trading. All right. So of course, insider trading is illegal. But insiders itself, who are part of the company, can they sell shares? Of course they can. And if they are selling, what does it represent? I tell you that the market is going to come down, the company is not doing well. That is where things happen. And our TWB chart at the same time is also giving the sell signal. So let's go and see what I have installed for you for today. Right, disclaimer apply as usual, and thank you, Ames, for the kind sponsorship. All right, so while we go into that as well, right, let's look at what happened overnight. Now, the Dow Jones is down by 129 points, the Nasdaq down by 5 points, and the Nasdaq S&P down by 8.77 points. So basically, it's kind of like pretty slow movement, right? Only the Dow has come selling. Now, do note Dow is the weakest link among the three of them because the Nasdaq up by 34% for the year, S&P up about nearly 25%, and 18%, and only the Dow is up by 3%. There's something very weak here, right? So the Dow basically slipped 100 points to snap a 3-day winning streak as the investors consider the Fed latest comment in the Fed's meeting minutes. So the market came back after the holiday and the Dow basically came off. All right, so you can see the Dow did try to recover during the day, but the selling seems to be quite strong throughout the whole day, and the main reason is because of the Fed minutes. All right, so apparently now it's pretty clear that the central bank looks forward to increase interest rate further. All right, although there's no doubt the whole committee was well doubt, right, expected a pause in June, which happens, but then now they are looking at July, there will be a rate hike, and it could be more coming in September. So with that itself, right, that sent a message to people that, you know what, it's going to be more rate hike coming in, maybe it's time to take some profit. Okay, and of course we had a celebration move, the rally that came before Independence Day, so again traders are also taking profit based on that. Okay, so put that aside. Remember, I said this 2 days ago. I told you guys that I believe the second half of the year, the market will be going up, but wait for the pullback. And I did mention to you guys to take some profit after Independence Day, and that was yesterday. I hope you remember that. If you've done that, congratulations to you, because that's where the market came off. And I think now there could be more selling to come because Yellen seems to be definitely going to China this week to expand communication. Of course, we all know that, right, the main thing she's going for mostly is to sell the US bonds to the Chinese. And of course, we saw the Chinese did added some bonds recently in March, but again in April, they again sold some again. So the question is this: is the Chinese going to help the Americans? Well, with all the trade wars ongoing on the chip side itself, right, a bit of issue here itself. So the Chinese now are trying to basically cut away the raw material for the chip making, while the Americans are saying that, okay, right, we don't want to sell you the chips because of whatever reason. So hence, therefore, right, how can Yellen get something out of this unless she offers something very favorable to the Chinese? And of course, if she really get to do that, then expect the Chinese market and the American market to trade higher pretty soon. But if not, it's all right with Jerome Powell saying that, right, there'll be more rate high coming in. I kind of think it's very difficult because if you increase interest rates, okay, the yield will go up, the bond price will go down. So who will be so stupid to buy a bond knowing the fact that the yield itself will be pressing down the bond prices? So I really can't see how Yellen can sell this to the Chinese unless, again, she puts something on the table that makes it so good that the Chinese can't say no. So let's just see this as it develops, yeah? Now, one thing to note, the trading legend Art Cashin, all right, he is very skeptical of the recent sentiment-driven rally and wants a bump in the road could turn out to be a landmine. And I totally agree with him. Now, this guy, you do see him once in a while in CNBC being interviewed, right? He's a trading legend, apparently. He says that now, short of going absolutely parabolic, this has been some dramatic pyrotechnic run on this rally, and he believed that there could be profit taking coming in. And in case you ask, Who is this guy? Well, he is the guy who get interviewed on by CNBC, and his net worth is now not too bad, $10 million. So of course, people respect what he says, and I've been looking at his calls. I would say that, yeah, overall quite okay. Maybe out of 10 itself, I'll give him an 8. So maybe you should watch out for this. Now, the fear and greed index versus S&P now, we can see very clearly that we are now at the peak, and usually at the peak itself, right, we do expect to see some profit taking. So you can see the CNN fear and greed index is one in blue, and the S&P is the one in orange. And you can see that usually when they are together the high, there will be some profit taking. But this time around itself, the fear and greed index is way at a high level, but S&P is trading even higher. So I suspect that there will be some profit taking in the near term, but it may not be a lot unless, again, the funds are really dumping according to my own indicator, the TWB system. But with that itself, right, let's see what the insiders are doing. So apparently now for Oracle, they are selling shares. They are insiders, which are their own people, like the directors, the executive chairman, the congressmen, all are selling their shares. Now, not a lot to begin with, but it's still, they are selling, okay? And of course, this is from NVIDIA. They are also selling, and the directors, they are selling too. And of course, the like Meta, they are also selling. Look at it. These are the chief legal officers. They're selling. The chief operating officers are selling. So again, all this selling doesn't make it good, including Netflix itself. The share price went all high, right, recently, but the boys are selling ahead of the news. If the news is good, why are they selling? So that is another very interesting question. And of course, even like now, like Tesla, they are also selling. All the congressmen are selling. The SVP are selling. The chief financial officers are selling between 2 million to even as high as to 650,000. So if these boys are all selling, why are you holding, right? That's a good question. But of course, the argument is that the share price is still going higher. Like Tesla last night still continue to go up to 282. And of course, now if you look at it over here as well, let me bring the charts in. Just give me a moment. Where's my chart? Okay, something went wrong over my side. Just give me a moment. I bring the chart in, and then you can see for yourself. Okay. All right, so Tesla is up, and of course, if you look at the rest, like you look at this, you can see like Apple is still going up. Although yesterday there was some profit taking already, and it's something that to take note of. And of course, at Netflix is also up. So the share price, the share itself are going up while the boys are selling. Is it means that this guy doesn't know what's going on? And the retailers are being the smarter one? I don't know. But the thing is, I've been in the market for 24 years. I know that when share price goes higher, the insiders will sell. And then after that, usually the price will still go higher for some reason. And that is like the sentiment of the market. Or the funds are just buying relentlessly, or it's just a fake move overall. But the thing is this, after a while later, we do see the share price coming down, and it does really happen. So traders, you are warned now to be very careful. You don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the track, okay? And of course, right, look at the NASDAQ right now. In terms of conventional chart, you can see that the RSI is at a very high level. But the thing is this, the price itself, right, you can see it start to jam break around this area at 15,200. And if you look at the high, which is about 16,800 level, we are still quite a bit of a distance away. With the RSI at a common point right now, usually this is a negative divergence. And when that happens, most likely there will be profit taking. So watch out for this, guys. There is this Fibonacci at 61.8, right, or 78.2 at 14,463. So we are still okay, not too far. We are still okay at 15,203. So if you ask me itself, right, I think that, right, if the NASDAQ still stays up, it's fine. But if it really breaks below this 14,463, right, then the selling can be quite catastrophic. Yeah. So watch out for this. It could be a good force, could be a very good support in the market, but it also can become a selling catalyst. So watch out for this, guys. This is something that I want you to take note. Yeah. And of course, at the same time, you look at my TWB system now. I promise you guys, if my KRW turns color, I'll inform you. So let's go live right now. Now, first of all, you can see on the screen right now that my KRW has turned to red the last 2 days. And that's why you can see the selling of the Dow. Obviously, 3 days ago, the KSI of mine, the big boss indicator, has turned red. So the only thing that is now holding the market, in my opinion, is that the momentum is still buying. That's why my KCX now is still black in color. If the KCX turns blue, then I can tell you this, the selling can be pretty strong. And I suspect that all these levels here, 34,114, 33,942, 33,775, most likely it may be triggered. The closest to me right now is 34,114, and I cannot tell you this, I cannot believe that it will touch easily later part in the evening. Yeah. So if those who are short in the market right now, do consider to take some profit at 34,114. And if you really want to stretch the dollar, you can go for the 33,942, because this is a fresh, both of them are fresh chocolate bar. So most likely the market could be going to both of them. I repeat myself, 34,114 first target, 33,942 the second target. All right. So that is the Dow Jones. The next one, obviously, is the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ at the moment now, my KSI and my KRW and my KCX are all okay. So not really into the sell mode for this. So I'll skip this guy. Let's go to S&P 500. Okay, we have a bit of issue right now. S&P 500 also the same thing now. The KSI is turning red. The KRW has turned red since yesterday. So you can see that the selling is there in the market. So for today itself, right, there is a possibility that the market may trade downwards to about here. Let me just take a screen off here. Let me take a look. The market may come down to 44.02 level, because that's what it states there, 44.01.8, so about 44.02. That should be the next potential downside of the S&P 500. So all this information is because of the TWB system. So tomorrow we'll review it and see whether it really follows track or not, right? So that will be all for this today's session. I hope you will do well in trading. All the best. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.